My name is Marty Dickinson with R50 Books, and it is my esteemed privilege today to be interviewing Susie Hayes, who is the recent author of a great book on Amazon called Freed from Stuck: Dare to Cross the Bridge Beyond Grief, Trauma, and Self-Sabotage to Discover Lasting Change Now. Welcome to the call, Susie.
Thank you, Marty. Good to be here.
Great to have you on the call. I want to jump right into this because we have lots of things to cover. And the very first thing I want to ask you is, just so that everybody listening to this is on the same page, what exactly is stuck? What is being stuck, and why is it important in our life today?
Well, all of us experience being stuck in various ways, and basically it means that we're not living our life the way we want to. Something isn't working, and we're feeling frustrated about not getting to a goal, not achieving something, not living in a certain way that's satisfying. And so there are any number of ways we can be stuck, and we know we're stuck when we're feeling frustrated.
So with all the motivational speakers out there, Tony Robbins, and all the things you can go to get lifted and walk over coals and do all the things we're supposed to do for self-improvement, what does it mean to be freed from stuck? How is that different than just going to a motivational seminar?
Motivation is important and inspiration is important, but what's really useful is to have a method, a process that we can use to get us from that place of being stuck to the place of freedom where we want to be.
Hey, that's a great answer, and it leads me right into my next question. So you've developed an actual method for people going through the being stuck process. And how did that method evolve?
It really came out of both my over 25 years of professional experience as a psychotherapist and hypnotist and coach. And it also came out of, honestly, my own struggles in being stuck and discovering how to be able to move through that process.
Mm-hmm. So is there any type of real specialty that this method works better with than others? Like if I have a certain area that I'm stuck, is it not going to work for me, but it'll work better for someone else?
That's a good question, and it's not issue exclusive, I guess you could say, meaning that it is really about a process that's applicable to any aspect of our life, really, in which we're stuck.
One of the things that you bring up in your book, and as part of your title, is about a bridge. So I want to ask you, what is the significance of a bridge in the process of getting freed from stuck?
Well, the bridge was really a metaphor of being able to move from one place where we are dissatisfied with the quality of our life to be able to move to where we really want to be. And the bridge is actually the process of moving from that dissatisfied point to the place where we want to be.
Actually, that's one of your steps of the Freed process, which is a 6-step acronym, FREED, and the very first step that you have in that acronym, you actually title as Face the Bridge Now. Yes. So what is the significance of that step, and why is it first?
It's first because it's really about our daring to take that step across the bridge, which means it is about choosing to go into the process that we need to do to be able to become unstuck. And so it's really the other side of the bridge is the destination, but the bridge is the way that we get there.
So on the Amazon page, you actually used a photo of a woman running across a bridge. So what's the significance of that photo as it relates to the bridge concept in this book?
Well, it's interesting because we really put a lot of thought into designing this cover because we didn't want people having the sense of getting stuck or stopping on the bridge, perhaps enjoying a waterfall we really want them to understand that the book is about getting from the place of stuck to where you want to be, to the destination. And so design the cover in such a way to communicate that this is really about moving forward across the bridge.
And that's where we all want to be, is the destination, right?
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. We don't want to be stuck on the bridge.
Yeah.
Or we don't want to be on the other side and not even step onto the bridge.
Right.
You know, who wants to live under the bridge with the trolls? You know?
Oh, not me. I want to be over the bridge where the fun part is. Great. So I'm on the reviews page, and you have a lot of really great reviews on here, and I just want to point out a couple things here and have you comment on them. The first one is where one of the reviewers said they appreciated that this is not a silver bullet or an overnight quick fix. Can you comment on that? Is that what therapists are teaching out there, that there really is a silver bullet or a quick fix to getting unstuck?
Well, because there is an emphasis in psychotherapy for short-term treatment, and in hypnosis and in coaching, people are looking for quick results. I was very cautious in this book to allow people to really have the time they need to do the work they need. And it's not a silver bullet. And sometimes moving from being stuck to being freed is messy. Sometimes it's complicated. And people become discouraged, particularly if they have an anticipation that it's going to be a quick, easy fix. Mm-hmm. And then they become discouraged and they don't, they give up. And so I wanted to encourage people that, yes, you can make this change. And there is no fairy dust, there is no silver bullet, there is no quick fix. And I really base that on my experience of working with people. And so I wanted people to have a realistic view about what it means to actually move forward.
That's great. It's so refreshing that it's not a silver bullet, because it seems like that's what everybody expects today. So here's another review that I saw that I wanted you to comment on, where this reviewer says, I see this process as necessary in the process to change, and have never before read or heard about the process in such a way that it is so clear on why people get stuck in the middle and don't make it through. So my question is, on the blurriness of getting freed from stuck, why do people have such a challenge with the process itself of freeing ourselves?
Probably part of it is that we don't have an appreciation for the challenge between our conscious intention for creating change and the unconscious blocks that may be there that we may not be able to access. And so if we have beliefs or thoughts or emotions, if we have energy at an unconscious level that is functioning in conflict to our conscious intention, we're essentially fighting against ourselves. And so to be able to appreciate that and then to be able to work with it in such a way that we can align both the unconscious agenda and the conscious intention, then our energy all flows fluidly in the same direction and we're able to move forward and accomplish what we want to do.
So the last review I wanted to point out is where this reviewer said that you will want to read through Freed from Stuck. Although you can read through it quickly, you're going to want to read through it again and again. Why would someone, once they read a book like this, why would they come back to it later and read through it again? What would be the significance of that review?
Well, I think that's the value of the book. I mean, there are many values, but the value is that the book can be read through so that you understand the process and you can begin to apply some of the understanding and the principles. But it's really a resource to be used over and over again because it's applicable to so many aspects of our lives. So you can read it through, but it's something that you'll want to use in the future for other issues. And the value is also that not only do you gain insight and understanding by reading the book, there are also really practical exercises that you can use, and that's going to take some time to go back and really look at those pieces and work with those. So that's why I think it's good to read it through, get an understanding of it, and then go back and really work on the pieces that are meaningful to the reader.
Great. All right. Well, that's a good summary of the book, and I think that this book is going to be helping a lot of people out there. It's certainly getting into the hands of a lot of people. It's had a lot of downloads. And again, the name of the book is Freed from Stuck, Dare to Cross the Bridge Beyond Grief, Trauma, and Self-Sabotage to Discover Lasting Change Now. And I'm on with the author, Susie Hayes. Susie, how can people get a hold of this book?
They can go directly to Amazon and simply enter Freed from Stuck, and it will come up. That's the only thing that will come up for Freed from Stuck. Or they can go to my website and order it there, and that address is SusieHayesNow.com.
And can you spell that out for us? Susie Hayes?
Sure. SusieHayesNow.com.
Great. Well, thanks for being a guest on my program here, and we have been very proud to produce this book for you and with you at r50books.com. This is Marty Dickinson with Susie Hayes saying bye for now.
Thanks, Marty.